should sound okay.
Okay.
It's really hard to tell.
Oh.
Because I've been messing with my headset the whole week. I haven't
messed with the
microphone at all.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's my fault. Yes, it is, because I'm actually here this time. I'm actually awake.
I actually don't have anything to talk about.
Oh.
Because my entire day today was pretty much nothing.
That sounds boring.
I don't know what the last one you watched was.
The second one. I'm kind of behind.
Did I talk about having to watch a certain individual?
Yes.
Okay. He's still on watch.
Oh.
But I
Okay.
Fire on grass green street. Need help to quench the spring. A sprinkler.
Neat.
I will bring in egg and my homework.
Oh.
What happened to... Oh, I think I already have a mission accepted. Because I have another quest item I got.
Okay.
That like, quest items are really weird. But that resident is still in his secure location, and like when it's our Fridays, we kind of get special treatment. Souls are recommended. I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. Maybe that's Summoner?
I doubt it.
Nah, it's the only thing that makes sense to me.
No, go away, Joe. Christine is my only capable member. Like, I think it's either the third or the fourth episode. Like, I sent Christine out on a dispatch mission.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'll go grind on a clan. And they just, look at all the bombs. They'll burn down the whole town. And they just destroyed me. And then I was like, okay, that probably counts as one battle. Or, no, what I did is Christine got an infraction, so she went into prison for one battle.
Oh.
Either way, I wound up fighting two clans, the second one on accident.
Whoops.
And I lost both fights. Horribly.
That's not good.
But, like on our Fridays, whoever's Friday it is, they get to pick what their duties are.
Okay.
And like when it comes to someone being under special watch like that, they can kind of choose whether they want to be there or not. And doing his 2-hour observation is very specific and is really like me and I think I named him Rhino.
I think you did.
Yeah, me and Rhino were there the first day, and so I've also become very aware of how important it is for me to choose my words very wisely when it comes to talking about work.
Yeah.
Especially lately, because I talked about that 21 hours I was on, and that wound up in the newspaper somehow.
What?
Yeah. I don't even know. Like, it's like there's no way that it came from me talking. There's a Facebook page called Citizens for Accountability.
Okay.
And it's mostly retired me.
Okay.
And they post a lot of things like that to try and make them public.
And someone posted about
Yeah.
you?
Like, they didn't use my name, but they put my situation and everything in there. And, like, I didn't even know about it until somebody told me tonight, and then he told me all about the Facebook page, and then he ended it with, you know, go on there and check it out, but do not like that page. You might not want to do that.
Oh.
Because, you know, everything on Facebook is public, and
Right.
that would give them reason to link something to me.
Right.
To try and link a release of information. But, the process of supervising the resident is very specific, and he has to act very accordingly. And he's easily the worst person we have in the entire facility, hands down.
Oh.
No exaggeration.
That's not good.
It's like, it's good me and Rhino know how to talk very well. I think I mentioned that he was quite the dickhead the very first time. And then Rhino sat down and talked with him for an hour.
Yeah.
And then he slept the entire time with me. And then the next day he talked with me for the full hour. But, I volunteered to do that again tonight because it's like, I don't know, because I did it the past 3 days, so it's kind of like, well,
might as well.
Yeah, like, I might as well just to keep it as smooth as possible. Did that, and nothing came of it. Like, it looked like he was starting a trend where he would be a dick the first checkup and then calm down right afterwards, but he didn't even do that today. Like, we didn't even have to order him to do anything.
Well, that's good at least.
I think he's just burnt out. Because he's been back there for like 4 days.
Maybe.
Which is good for us. And I was looking through his paperwork. He's burnt out on our shift. He is not burnt out on the other shifts.
Oh dear.
So it's just, I don't know.
Sounds weird.
It's interesting.
Interesting is a good word. Yeah, that is all I did today, really. I do want to check out that Facebook page, but I just didn't do it yet. I didn't learn about it until right now. But something tells me I don't want to look it up.
Yeah, you probably don't. Like, if you're worried about certain realities or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I worry about you as it is.
Which...
It's one of those things which I know I shouldn't, but I do anyway.
Yeah. It's just like being there. No matter how complacent you think you are, you still have a default stress because of just the air.
Right.
It's always kind of a weird thing.
It's probably something that will never go away, but...
In a weird way, I don't think I'd ever want it to go away.
No.
Because, like, that's going to be the moment where I fuck up.
That'll be the worst moment possible, too.
Yep.
I don't really have any interesting stories of my work.
Oh.
I was trying to think of something that I could tell, but no. My work just requires a lot of waiting, so I'm on Coursera half the time.
What are you doing on that?
Learning.
What are you learning?
Well, right now, what I'm learning is how to write music. Like, that's where the lyrics that I've been writing have been coming from the past couple days.
Oh.
And, like, I'm learning how to use, like, synthesizers and that sort of thing. And so, I don't know, I really enjoy it.
That's good.
But I kind of had an epiphany last night.
What?
Because, like, I really enjoy this, and I was thinking to myself last night, like, why didn't I get into this before? And then I remembered that I had. This would have been probably at least 4th grade, probably 5th, is when I initially got started. And, I played the flute.
Oh.
Which is why I said it has to be at least 4th grade. Because 4th grade is when you picked your instruments to start learning.
They made you, or was it voluntary?
It was voluntary.
Okay.
Like, if I remember correctly, again, this would have been 4th grade, they made everyone go down and essentially play with the instruments. But you voluntarily picked which one you wanted to learn, if you wanted to learn it.
That's a sad dead bomb.
That is really sad. Either that or it has a mustache. I would think more that's a mustache because it has, like, that break in the middle.
But
And it's still sad. Anyways. So I played flute. And I really loved it. And I wanted to write music for it. Keep in mind, I knew nothing. I knew a little bit about scales. I knew nothing about chords, harmony. I didn't really know about melody writing. I knew pretty much nothing. But I still kind of wrote music for it, you know?
Mm-hmm. So where you just kind of played around and then wrote it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it sounded nice, I wrote it down and all that. Well, 4th or 5th grade, there was at my school a talent show.
Oh, no.
You can see where this is going.
I've done that too with drums.
I mean, I do remember that the music teacher, who was the one kind of coordinating everything, she said something really nice about, you know, fostering creativity, and it wasn't as cheesy as I'm making it sound.
It's one of those things where you know they're saying it to just...
No.
No?
No, this is the kind of person she was.
Oh, okay.
But something about fostering creativity and writing music, and I don't remember. But I went up with my flute, 4th and 5th grade, and I played my, like, piddly little melody, and realized that this was juxtaposed by, like, the dancing girls. Like, the ones that, like, danced to Britney Spears, because that was popular then.
Wait, what do they have to do with the song?
Like, like, it would be me and then, like, this pop music.
With the flute?
No. Like, I would do my act, which was just Pilly Little Melody.
And then after that was the pop music?
Yeah.
Okay.
It might have even been, like, sandwiched in between. And I remember getting, like, this half-hearted applause. Which is probably, thinking back on it, it's probably the applause that they were giving everybody.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anybody cared. This was kindergarten through 6th grade.
Yeah.
Nobody cared.
Nobody wanted to be there.
Well, nobody wanted to be in class either.
Yeah.
But you're probably right. Nobody wanted to be there. But I felt humiliated.
Yeah.
And, like, I remember thinking, that's where the first thought of, like, nothing I write will ever be good enough.
Phew, glad we stopped them before it spread to other streets.
Yay!
Yay. I hate that fanfare so much.
My song was kind of like that, little sad. Anyway, and then I also had this. Oh,
Silak the warrior.
Oh.
I also hate. None of them know anything. So these absolute losers that no other clan would ever want come to you. I'm like, well, I have room, so why not? Anyways.
Just... Oh. And I remember the other thought I had was, I will never write music again.
Yeah.
Well, here I am, years later, writing music, and I love this. Like, okay, to be fair, I haven't gotten to the actual writing music part.
Yeah, just writing lyrics.
Well, yeah, I wrote the lyrics, and last night I was playing with the synthesizer because I finally got it working.
Mm-hmm. Wait, mine or?
No, I have one on the computer.
Oh, okay.
Though I kind of forgot that you had that, and I could probably use it as a MIDI input.
If we have the cord for that, I'm not. I definitely did it one time because we were trying to rig it up to work with Rock Band, so that I could just it'd be easier to get a feel for my own instrument that way.
Yeah, it would.
But we could not get it to work.
Well, maybe we can find that chord. Even if we have to look online.
Oh, there's definitely someone wrong.
Yeah. But, like, I'm really enjoying it so far. So I kind of wish that, you know, I had never done that talent show. Because first of all, think of where I would be if I'd been writing music all this time.
You never know.
I mean, yes, but I would have, like, because it was something I really enjoyed, and something I still really enjoy. I don't know. And just...
But I know what you mean.
Yeah. And also, like, by having that thought, I didn't really stop playing the flute because I played it all the way up through my first semester of college. But I stopped kind of practicing because while I never really practiced the music I was supposed to for band, like, I was still practicing the flute because I was playing music. I was writing music. But I just kind of stopped because I couldn't... I was heartbroken, I guess.
I know how you feel. I has has a kitty.
You do have a kitty in your lap.
He's being a kitty.
Yep. Oh.
What? You're also messing with the Vocaloid stuff again.
Yep. That's part of the writing music. Because essentially I'm writing the lyrics and stuff for them.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse you, kitty. He like stretched out his paw and then with his claws just grabbed onto my yarn. Because I am watching, talking, and weaving right now. But yes, for those of you who don't know, which is probably all of you, I am a nerd and I love Vocaloid. To the point where I actually own technically 2. Though one I don't have access to. For those of you interested in getting into Vocaloid, which is probably none of you, be very careful about getting,
Go on.
What?
It's Dora.
Oh! Anyway, be very careful about getting, whatchamacallit. I'm trying to think of the word. Oh, like those online downloads.
Oh, just online download.
Yeah. I could have sworn there was another word for it, but because I bought one where you download the installer for them. I want to say I got them on sale, so it might have been 60 or 80. And every couple of years I have to switch computers, which thankfully that stopped. But like every couple of years I'd need to get a new laptop. And like you only have access to that download for so long.
Mm-hmm.
For like a week or so. So like I'd have to contact the company and they'd have to give me the download again, and I just kind of stopped because I'm really embarrassed. And like I don't want them to think, like look at my file and go, oh no, we can't give it to her, she's clearly doing something.
Mm.
I know.
What you should do is, I have that external hard drive.
That's true.
Or just put it on a DVD. How big is it? It's probably huge.
I don't remember. I'll ask again.
Might as well. You paid for it.
True. I did pay for it. Let's see, the other one that one is, for anyone who knows their Vocaloids, that one's Big Al. Part of the reason why he was so cheap was because he's a Vocaloid 2. When I got him, Vocaloid 3 was out. Now we're up to Vocaloid 5.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm kind of half tempted to get it because this is the first time where if you get the editor, you actually get voices with it.
Oh.
Yeah. It used to be, like up until Vocaloid 4, that you would buy the editor and you wouldn't have any voice banks. And the editor would run you like $100 or so.
Yeah.
The voice banks themselves, like, the other one I have is Kaito V3. He ran me probably $200 or $300.
Oh. This month's wanted. Black Mage Dulce?
Dulce?
Sure. 4600 gil. Dangerous magic use, eating and running. Oh, I see what it's saying. Like,
Dine and dash.
Yeah.
I like eating and running better.
Yeah. Assorted misdemeanors last spotted in a forest.
A flower vase!
Yay, and Squall's ultimate weapon for some reason.
Sure, why not? What are you gonna bring?
What's this one? Twice for dampening flavors. Enhances the power of water. Nice.
What does homework do?
I don't know. More precious than life. It's
Nothing!
like, it's probably actually used. It's probably a requirement for another quest.
Probably.
But you're saying?
Up until 5. So you pay quite a few bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the editor and have no voice banks. I was saying that Kaito ran me probably $200 or $300. However, that came with a lot of stuff. His came with, if I remember correctly, I think he has 4 different voice banks. Which is his regular Japanese, a soft tone Japanese, a harder tone Japanese, and an English voice bank.
Oh.
Yes. The English one was primarily why I got him. It also comes with a digital audio workstation called Studio One. What is that?
Offensive actions against monsters. Penalty for causing a status ailment.
So... Oh. But, which, I think that... I don't remember how much that, workstation costs. But it comes with it, which is very nice. But Vocaloid 5 comes with 4.
Who are you guys? Hey, I paid for that food, really.
Of course it's a New York guy.
Don't say, we're Clan Shinoken and we're bringing you in. Okay.
Defeat the boss. Something I've been meaning to ask you. What happens if you just attack the judge?
I don't think you can.
Oh.
If he happens to get close enough, I definitely will try.
Okay. It's just automatic game over.
It wouldn't surprise me, actually, if they do let you, that he just doesn't red card you. And like, because when you do a minor thing, or you do something for the first time, you get that yellow card.
Yes.
And, pretty much, if you have 2 yellow cards, chances are he's just going to send you to jail.
Okay.
Which will remove you from this battle. Well, remove that one person from the battle. And then you have to go to the jail to get him out. It's lots of money, usually.
Oh.
But if you do something that's forbidden and it kills somebody, that immediately takes you to jail.
Oh.
There's like different degrees of the same offense.
Hmm.
What do you actually plan on doing with the Vocaloid?
Making music, really. 'Cause
And then what? Like, are you gonna put it up on something, or
I'm
just going to sit and stare at it?
I'm planning on putting it up on YouTube. But it's one of those things where, like, that thought that I had back in 4th or 5th grade
Yeah.
of, like, nothing I write will ever be good enough has messed me up for years. Because, like, even just in my general writing,
Yeah.
I feel like it's never good enough.
Yeah.
And so part of me is just like, no, don't put it up. But, like, that's how you learn.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's YouTube, and YouTube can be a little toxic.
It's also something that's important to kind of learn how to deal with. And you're really not going to learn how to deal with it until you get hit with it.
Yeah.
Because I remember when, like, it was a while ago when we were streaming and somebody jumped on and said something small, and we were both just bummed out about it for a long time.
Yeah.
And
I think they made fun of our layout.
yeah, I think so too. Which, honestly, it
was
horrible.
not. Yeah, it was not good.
So is, but then I think about 14. The few times we've done raids with people and we just weren't very good at it, and then we both just kind of got devastated on that and just stopped being social for most of the rest of the game.
To be fair with that, I got kicked from the party.
Yeah, with that one. But like, that's stuff you need to learn how to deal with.
I guess.
Because it's not like they kicked you from the party because of a number. They didn't kick you from a party because they hate you. Like, and that's such a level of difference, because you can't change yourself, but you can change that number.
True.
And just like, if you put your music up, and if someone gives it a realistic criticism, that's another thing, is to differentiate between a total douchebag and not letting them have that power, and a legit criticism and not letting that legit criticism bother you, but letting it help you.
Yeah, no, I can take criticism. It's just the, like, with what you're saying about the raid, that wasn't criticism.
No, it wasn't.
That was...
But, like, in that situation, like, you know, fuck them. Like,
right.
Like, that is douchery to the highest level, and why would you even want to be good for them? Because it's, like, for the hundreds of helpful people we've met on there.
Why let's...
Yeah, and now one guy's gonna kind of ruin all of it. Well, I think it was one guy.
It was like 2, at least.
I don't remember them, like, really vocally saying anything. I don't remember the actual text of it. I just remember everybody was kind of bitching all together, and then somebody said, well, kick somebody and I'll switch to this, and they can switch to this. So they kick you.
I thought they specifically said to kick me.
I don't think so. And that's another thing, is trying your best not to make it worse than it already is. Like, there's that possibility that you're remembering it 10 times worse than it actually was. To where, like, I don't remember 100% what it text-wise what was actually said, but if they didn't, like, specifically point you out and they just kicked you just for that, but then in your head you're thinking, they called me out and they're, you know what I'm saying.
Well, I definitely remember them calling me out, like, during the thing, because I remember that they had asked, like, if we had done it before, and we had said no, and I remember saying I watched a video. And I remember, because I was running Black Mage at the time, and I was always standing in the wrong spot because I'd be casting and then get hit. And then they said, it doesn't seem like you watched a video, and then I got kicked.
See, I don't remember that.
I do.
Like, I know I have that number. Well, it was definitely Alexander.
Yes, it was Alexander Savage. I don't remember which one.
Was it a Savage?
Yeah, it was a Savage, because...
Yeah, screw all of that.
And, no, I do remember which one it was. It was the one that, that takes place, like, over fire, and the floor drops occasionally. And you have to get the,
Oh, it's like just a big thing
robot.
Right in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I've made very good peace with the fact of I don't care about Savage content.
Yeah, same here. It's
like
Savage content is for, like, the hardcore.
It's,
and I'm not hardcore.
The one time I did set any Savage when it was brand new with a good party, it was fun, but it was also like I don't want that armor that bad. Because then it's like, oh well, gotta do it once every week. You gotta do all 5 of them.
Yeah,
like,
no.
You know, we can't. We've spent 4 hours trying to complete it once, and
just no. Nobody has time for that.
But like, I don't know. Because I really liked the normal battles though.
Yeah, like...
I don't remember having any issues with the normal battles. I think. I don't think you went through all the normal battles. No, wait, you did, because you really wanted that title. It's like the Wings of Time or something like that.
Yeah, I had to think about that. That was Alexander. Oh, we haven't gone through all of, like, Bahamut.
Yeah, I know. We could probably do all of it now. Because we're level 70. And...
Probably. No, there's like... There's a couple, like, bosses that we can't do alone.
We didn't try it when we were 70.
But there's at least one boss that we can't do alone because it freezes us.
Oh, that's right.
Sort of like how we can't do
Titan.
Titan, yeah, exactly. But thankfully, at least that one is part of the challenge log.
Which one?
It's from Tanya.
Oh, yeah.
So it's still easy to find parties for it.
Yeah. That's, like, the whole being with parties in general is something.
It is something.
That, you have always tried to avoid.
It is.
You scared the...
I'm sorry, kitty. You're probably scared whoever's listening too.
But back to the whole point of, oh, no, I don't want to go in. No. I thought the blue one was the bad guy.
I think the blue one is yours.
Oh, poor Clifford. Alright.
You got a flower base.
Yay. So we learned to protect.
Yay!
Or mastered protect. A little bit.
Either way.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh. Unlock time edge. And that looks so dorky.
Yeah, it does.
Mage Masters of Time and Space.
He looks like a clown.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with him. You know, for how junk his magic attack is, Time Mage would probably be better for him. Ooh, there's haste. That's nice. Oh yeah, and actually I can just put Black Magic as a secondary. For some reason, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
That's pretty.
Still trying to figure out what is that face he's making.
Who?
Clifford.
Oh, it's. I think I described it. It's either trying to seduce somebody, or he's super sleepy.
Have you decided on what you're going to make Christine yet?
No. She's doing really good as a fencer.
Oh.
But I just remember Fencer not keeping up. And I know if I go Archer, I can make her a Sniper, and Snipers are just stupid.
Oh.
'Cause,
Stupid in a good way, or?
yeah. They have one move called Last Breath, and it's an instant kill, and it has a really high hit rate. Oh.
Do you want me to read it? Is that what you're waiting on?
Sure.
We've got you now, you bunch of two-bit swindlers.
Girl, don't you ever give up.
If we did, we wouldn't be much of a clan, would we?
All two of us.
Shara, what is it? Someone's here, Ritz.
Ritz.
Zane! You know him? He's from the other world.
They're not your friends, are they? Funny people aren't people, they're bugs.
Nah, just a bunch of bandits living around here. Don't worry, Zane. We'll take care of them.
All two of you. I'll help. I came here to get them too. So then I can get the reward and she won't. Oh, great. So much for giving him black magic. Guess that's a good time to just bring Kent out.
What is?
Oh, I guess you can paste everyone too.
You should make Christine a red mage.
I haven't unlocked Red Mage yet.
Oh.
I'm actually not sure how to unlock that.
I think it's from Fencer.
It might be. If it is, I just haven't learned enough ability.
Well, it would make sense because,
What is she?
Because at least in 14, you know, the rapiers is what Red Mage uses.
What's Ritz?
He's a fencer.
I don't think humans can be fencers. Cheater. Machines and archer.
I'm not sure about how I feel with the way Moogles look in this game.
Yeah, I hate the way Mont Blanc looks. Every other Moogle looks at least better than him, but
Yeah. And like, I don't know. Their sprite makes their face look whiter than their portrait does.
yeah.
It's just really weird. Yay!
Now we walk in place fast. Boy, I sure didn't expect to find you here, Ritz.
Likewise, I'd never expected you to be in a clan. You're a loser.
Really? Why not?
It's just, you're so timid in the other world. Yeah, like that. You've changed here too, haven't you? I know I have.
Well, good for you. Does he have shield? He does not have shield.
Oh. So you're gonna mock him.
Yes.
Yay, you got 3 monies.
I know, like, I really haven't gotten that much money out of it. But it does the same damage and accuracy as a regular attack, so it's...
It's kind of like, why not?
Yeah, there's no reason to not use it. Yuri!
You already got some advice.
That's scary.
How is that scary?
Because now he's going to use the advice.
Oh, that is scary. Did he just punch all the way from over there?
Yep.
What?
It's a monk move,
Oh.
I think. I do want to get back into 14, but I also don't want to.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the same. Because, like, I enjoy it, but at the same time, like, I don't know what to do in it.
That doesn't look like Shiva at all.
Sure it does.
Looked like a one-eyed alien. Like, well, I'd probably finish. There's new story, a lot of new story.
Well, yeah.
Between
where we left off, and
yeah, there's a new deep dungeon. Extra part to that. The new Animo weapons, which I don't know. Eureka, another part of Eureka, which I'm still not sure I even want to do. But there's also so many other things I want to play and do.
Yeah.
I was originally going to, well, until I thought of doing this 1 hour streaming in a weird way to purely so you'd have something to watch.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing, getting on my one character and just going through 14's story. Because I bought that thing to make her a level 60.
Oh, right.
Mechanis. That was my first idea,
and then you had this idea.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, this would probably be more fun.
Like, I still want to get into speedrunning 15, but I don't have the time.
That's what speedrunning is.
Yeah.
It's the most time sink in your life could ever be.
Like, I would need to set aside at least like 6 hours.
Okay.
Pretty much, because that's about how long, like...
If you ever planned on marathoning it, yeah.
Well, just even learning it. Because one of the things, when I was looking into learning it, that they were saying was... don't focus on chapters one at a time. Like, there's enough time in between. Like, basically as you're sitting in the car, that you can just look at your notes.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it. I don't know. You know what? If Monoblanc goes to jail, I'm leaving him there. So, I hope he knows this.
He probably does now.
That is his value to me.
His value is just nothing.
Yeah, nothing. That's why when you said you do 15, I was kind of like, maybe you should try to find something shorter, but you'd also want to do something you really, really, really like to play.
Which I do really, really like to play. It's just... I don't know.
Long.
Yeah.
And there's times when I've thought about that, and I kind of worry if speedrunning it will kind of ruin it. Because like there's a handful of games that I just get in the mood to go back to and replay, and I really enjoy the replays. Like Final Fantasy VI is one of them, where it's kind of like even once every 2 years I kind of get in the mood to play it.
Oh, okay.
And I have it on my phone. I have it everywhere.
He's not kidding.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
I have it on my phone, Game Boy Advance, place. The only place I don't have it is on Steam, actually.
But I think it's on your wish list, though.
Because I've been telling myself I don't need it, pretty much. But I would hate to learn how to speedrun it and lose
that joy.
Yeah, that joy that I get, because it is a lot of fun. And then, like, every game I think of that I could speedrun, I'm kind of in that boat with. Like, I know I can speedrun Contra Hardcore. There's one tactic in it. The strongest weapon in the game is this charge shot that takes like 5 seconds to fully charge.
Okay.
But there's a glitch. But it's like you charge up your fist and you punch and it launches a big projectile across the screen.
Okay.
But you have another gun that you just punch instantly and it shoots a flame. And what you can do is if you do the flame punch and very quickly switch to the other gun, it shoots a full charge blast for some reason.
Oh.
And you can kill most bosses before they do their first attack with that.
Wow.
So you can just completely wipe the game that way. But it's hell on your finger to do.
I bet.
Because in every single shot, you have to hit the switch weapon button and the shoot button at a very specific time. And then if you collect too many guns, to switch between to do that, you have to hit the switch button, the shoot button to do the shoot. Then you have to hit the switch button like 4 times to get back to the position.
Ew.
Because you have like 6 different guns to cycle through.
Right.
But if you don't collect any, you just have to cycle twice every shot. And it's not hard to do, it's just
annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying and it does wear on your thumb quickly.
I bet.
But like I can do it. I don't want to. I don't know. I really like that game. You know, I shot Mont Blanc twice in the back of the head on accident now, and I just got 2 job points for it. Oh. But then any game that I think would be a good game to learn how to speedrun, I just don't like it. No. Like the Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse game.
Yeah.
Like I think we could do that very easily and very well. But
you just don't enjoy it enough.
Well, yeah, it's a fun, super easy game, but
not that fun.
Like I don't enjoy it enough to even do a full playthrough most times when I play it. I kind of get bored maybe halfway through. Because it is just shrug.
Right.
And I do like playing a bunch of different games lately.
Yeah. I don't know. I said, whenever we watch like GDQ, I always get that itch of like, I want to speedrun.
I know, because it's always so like, oh, I could do that eventually. It's something that you know you can do.
Yeah.
One way or another, you could definitely pull it off.
But then, like, again, don't have the time.
And I don't. I don't think the victory would outweigh the journey. Because the journey's not a good one.
No.
You're purely doing it for the destination. And I don't think I would care enough at the end of it.
No.
That is, yeah, what
No.
Shiva is that?
I don't know.
I hate this game. Like, I'm finding new reasons to hate it and small reasons that I do like it. And they did do a lot of things very right. God damn it, Kent. And another John Point. Like, you can't rotate the camera. Like, the camera is fixed to this angle. And that's... In the PlayStation 1, you can zoom in and zoom out, and you can move the camera in 4 directions around. Because things will get in your way, like trees and stuff.
Oh.
And it gets really hard to see everything. You know, he's pretty much out of magic.
So we're gonna have him punch?
Yeah.
Or I guess smack with the staff?
That'll teach you.
Yes.
And the same with 14. When I get into an MMO, that tends to be my game until I'm done with it.
Yeah.
And like that can be years of playing the same game. And I don't think I miss it enough to get to that point again.
Right.
Yet.
Like, or like with the PSO2.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to talk about toxic communities.
Oh, yeah.
14's got nothing compared to PSO2.
I mean, yes, but in general, I was going with
I know. I interrupted.
like, whenever we were playing that, we loved it. And, like, it was to the point where there's a website that has a timer of every event.
Oh, yeah.
And we would check it, and, like, we would set alarms
That's right, we would change our sleep schedule.
based around it.
Yeah. And even, yeah, I don't even know what Caveman calls himself. But yeah, even Caveman would call me when I'd miss an event. Or not know that it was coming. Mostly with the big giant.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I can't remember either. But I remember absolutely loving it at the same time.
Yeah.
And, like, I miss the way my characters looked in that game.
It is Waifu Simulator.
It's actually where Neri got her wings. Well, kind of.
Oh.
No, because Neri originated in Dungeons and Dragons, but whenever I started...
PSO.
No, it was Imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, it was Imagine where I first created her. Even though, like, if you looked at PS or Imagine's version, it looks nothing like her. Because I don't think there was purple hair.
No, I don't think so.
So her hair was black, but she still flew.
Mm-hmm. That game sucked so bad. Yet everybody I know that's played it with us misses it horribly.
Oh yeah, I I absolutely miss it, but it was also like the first time that I was able to get into an MMO. Like, because before that it was RuneScape, and I couldn't get into that because I was almost constantly harassed.
Yeah, the blacklist for that.
I don't know about the blacklist. It felt mean. And also, it's hard to blacklist it whenever you're just trying to make a fire and the guy is standing in front of you. So it looks like you are,
Oh.
yeah.
That's just stuff you ignore.
It was hard to ignore it for me back then.
Right?
Or at least now it'd be like, no, I'm not. I'm just putting it on fire. Ah, freshly roasted human.
Which, the amount of time I put into RuneScape is unreal. They still have one of the most enjoyable quest systems, I think.
Yeah. Like, that is one thing I will give RuneScape. I definitely like how you can see all the quests.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see, like, can't you see, like, how to unlock it or where to go?
Yeah, what stats you need for it, if it requires an item, what quests it requires, and where the quest giver is.
Yeah.
And usually kind of a brief summary of what the main objective is, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, I definitely like that.
And there's so many really good ones. Some of them span like 10 different quests. And some of them, well, the entire game is punny and horrible. One of the best and worst ones was Recipe for Disaster, which you were somehow a colonomancer is casting evil spells on food and stuff and creating these horrible boss monsters out of food.
Oh.
And it's like 8 bosses. And you have to fight all of them one-on-one. And they're all just so ridiculous. And I know that one of them is a giant cake monster that throws cakes at you. That's it.
Oh.
And I know he's like over level 100. And the rewards you get for the quest were special gloves that were the only good gloves in the game at the time.
Okay.
So of course you wanted to do that.
Of course.
There's a giant elf. Quests on the elves. And their entire homeland has traps laid out for humans everywhere. So there's pitfalls that you have to make sure you jump over, and like, I don't even know what they're called, but it's kind of like you step on the end of a rake and it comes up and hits you.
Okay.
But it's like that, but the part that hits you would be a bunch of spikes.
Oh.
There's definitely a name for that kind of trap.
Yeah, I don't know what the name is though.
But there's traps like that all over. And I don't know. For as horrible of a game it is, there's a lot of good things to it. Ritz, are you okay?
It's funny for you to be worried about me, Zane. Thanks, though. You were a big help.
Sarcasm.
Thanks, though. You were a big help.
Yeah, I don't like Mont Blanc either. I'm sorry. Yeah, what is that? That's the penalty. His max HP is going down by 7.
Oh.
Which I think when I pay that off, it'll go back up.
Let me introduce my fellow clan member, Shara.
I'm Zane. Pleased to meet you, Shara.
Like I said before, he's a friend from the other world.
Speaking of worlds, do you know what this place is?
I thought you of all people would have figured it out. This is Final Fantasy, the game, but this is real. At first I thought I had really fallen into the game. But this is our town, St. Evalis. It's like our whole town has become part of the game.
How could it have happened?
I'm trying not to think about it.
Huh?
There doesn't seem to be much point.
Why not?
Ritz doesn't want to go back, see? It's like Shara says, why go back?
What? You mean you'd rather stay here?
Yeah, I like this world, Zane. Don't you?
Well,
If you want to turn everything back to normal, go ahead, but don't expect me to help you. Let's go, Shara.
Ritz.
I'm sure we'll meet again, Zane. Bye for now. I am glad we met, really.
Ritz, why don't you want to go home? This entire game is a PSA for bullying.
Yay. Your clan leveled up.
Yay. I moved to Sands.
Oh.
We'll put it up here. No. What do I do?
You entered a cutscene.
Coco, what's on your mind, Tim? Oh, I was just thinking about the next mission. Wondering what's in store for us. Looks like you're enjoying this, Coco. Yeah, missions are kind of fun, aren't they? I can never do stuff like this where I come from. I've always wanted to use magic to fight monsters, and now I can. So you should stay in this world. We could make our clan the strongest clan ever, Coco. And you don't have to, you know, kill all of us. The strongest clan ever. Sounds cool. Mont Blanc? You've got to be one of the nicest people I know. Were you like this in the other world too, Kupo? What? Or maybe you don't trust me that much yet, Kupo. Of course I trust you. You've helped me out so little. You can be honest. We're friends. And I know you're still getting used to our world. When I met Ritz in the Nubs where she belongs, all I could think was, now I can go home. I was sure that Ritz would help me find a way back, but I was wrong. Zane is Zane and Ritz is Ritz. All you can do is what seems right to you, Koopa. I know that, it's hard to accept sometimes. Will I ever be able to find my way back home? What will I do if the world stays like this forever? My advice is, take it easy, Koopa. You're not good at this. This... Oh. 1,000 gil and he has to be in there for one battle.
So you have to put them in prison to get them a pardon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Which will pass the hour, so at this point it's pretty much just going to be me doing item stuff.
Oh. Yay, stuff. The kitty looks like he's about to fall head first.
No. He's a kitty, don't survive. Actually, he might not have that much. I don't have anything else she doesn't learn. What's a sword? Plus 3 damage. It's a night sword and it's 2. That's weird.
You wanna change his job?
No, I just want to make sure we didn't unlock anything else.
Oh. Oh.
What?
Green mage.
What the hell was that? Oh, status effect mage. Huh. Oh, a human can become one too.
Yep.
Excuse you? Well then. I should make him a Beastmaster and then I could start capturing stuff.
Yeah, like those give you red mage skills, so.
Yeah, so I just gotta figure out how to unlock red mage.
There we go. Well, what do you want to give him?
I don't know, what should I catch first? Actually, I should buy all of it.
Probably.
Don't think I have enough.
Well,
Well, maybe I do. Because I can change weapons during battle.
Oh.
So if I have all of them, then I've never messed with Beastmaster, honestly.
Well, things to do. All the weapons.
Like, I have no clue what class that is.
It's more.
I don't know.
Do you want me to look it up?
No.
Oh.
I'm not looking at it.
Okay.
That kitty is slowly falling.
I told you.
But now he's actively sliding.
I have put my foot there.
Good.
Oh, hopefully that will keep him from falling.
That's immune to science. Magic plus 5. I wonder if they all get magic. No, they don't. Oops. No, I can't get that.
No.
Still keeping the bright magic. No, his abilities control. Wonder. He might not actually catch them.
You might just control them.
Maybe. 'Cause I know there's also a hunter class,
Okay.
which has the ability to capture.
So that might be what you're thinking of.
I'm not too sure how to get anything. Hello. Okay, that is the hour and a half.
Whee!
We went over because it was a special episode.
Yay, special.
Okay, bye.
Bye.